another lead in with Lorne, and obviously we're spending so much time on these platforms, whether it's Zoom or whatever. And I want to talk about what are some techniques to manage the situation. You and I might, and inevitably we will blurt out something dumb or say something dumb on one of these platforms. And the reason I want to just talk about it a little bit is because oftentimes when we're in person, we can debrief that and get some feedback on it as we're kind of walking out or closing out the meeting. Typically, as you're leaving the room together or with somebody, and you have a chance as you're walking down the hallway or to the elevator, or even to or you could ask someone, hey, you mind if I just check in with you on something that I said during the meeting? And oftentimes we press that leave button and we're gone, and everybody's gone on to their next back-to-back meetings. So what happens? So oftentimes we have to be careful that we don't kind of overplay the negativeness of this, but we have to be careful that our self-coach becomes a harsh self-critic to the point where we just beat the hell out of ourselves. Why did I say that was so stupid? And so there are a couple of techniques. One is obvious, right? Find a trusted friend that you can, in timely way, just check in and go, hey, this has been bugging me. I said this during the meeting, and I just need some insight as to how it landed. And obviously from there you can navigate and take the appropriate action. Oftentimes though, you're going to find that someone will go, I don't even remember you saying that, or gee, I didn't, that was no big deal from my perspective. I didn't know what you're trying to say, or whatever. But if it is something a little bit more dramatic or serious, well, then you can, recover or do whatever you need to do to take the appropriate action. You can, however, and do this as a virtual technique as well. And sometimes you want to do both, but this is an outsider technique, and there's some science behind it. It's really about, rather than replaying the event exclusively in the first person, like through your eyes, go back through the conversation as if you were sitting in another chair as a coworker or colleague, to sort of be an outsider in that meeting. When you do that, you'll find that looking at it that way, you'll probably say, I wonder what it would look like if I was sitting as that person. And you'll find, you can be a little bit more objective. You can reframe it a little less harshness and a little more objectivity. And that outsider technique is quite useful for making sure that we go into more self-learning and coaching than self-pummeling. And like all blame, like you hear me say, is waste. Self-blame is the worst. Holding ourselves up to perfection in these meetings is impossible and can stop some of the authentic and genuineness come out. So, we're going to say something dumb. I'll probably do before the day's out on one of these doggone platforms. I'll probably use that outside technique to help me. And if I'm still not sure about it, I'll definitely check in. Find someone that can help you get a perspective. Hope that helps. As always, the whole purpose of Lead In is to just give you some little spark, a little insight, something I'm working on, a never-ending journey of trying to get better as a leader, leading from where I am. And as always, hang out with us on our socials. You always teach us something and give us some insight around some things to talk about here. Thanks, and we hope to see you again next Monday, and bye for now.